So today, let us discuss some attitudes and traits that men find as a turn off in women. Yes, you've probably just been dating that guy for so long, for years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years already, and you are wondering why he's probably not thinking of taking the relationship to the next level. Is it that you are not marriage material? Are you doing something wrong? Well, you might just be doing something wrong, or ignorantly or intentionally, but I want us to look at some traits that men find as a turn off in women. And the very first of them all is you are always stressing him out. Yes, the mere thought of you stresses him. He thinks of you and he's afraid. He becomes anxious. He becomes uncertain in his spirit. That is a complete turn off for any man, trust me. Men settle where they find peace. And if you cannot be a man's peace, then it is very likely that that man would never think of you as marriage material or even think of settling down with you. So you have to be a man's peace. Men are out there every day. They have so many battles they are fighting already, out there at work, struggling to make ends meet, take care of the family and taking care of you too. The least you can do for a man that he would really appreciate is not adding to the day-to-day stress he faces out there. Make your environment conducive, an environment where he can come back from work, or whenever he comes around you, he feels he is home, he feels at peace. Only then would he think of settling down with you and moving your relationship to the next level. Another turn off in women for men is the attitude of always complaining. Trust me, some of us women know how to complain. We complain about everything this man does. We complain about people. We complain about things. We complain about places. We just complain. We are nagging. We are always finding fault in almost everything around us. Come on, a man needs time to think, to reflect, and just get himself together. But if your voice is constantly resounding in his ears and you are complaining throughout, then this man would most likely never think of settling down with you, because he needs some sort of calmness. He needs some sort of peace to be himself and function properly. And constantly complaining equally shows that you are not appreciative of anything this man does, or probably he's not even enough for you. So dear sis, tune down your rate of complaining. Just tune it down a little and let this man breathe. And the third is being unappreciative. Yes, I've had so many male friends come and complain to me that their girlfriends, the women in their lives, are just not appreciative of the things they do for them. The least you can do is appreciate this man for the least effort he makes to keep you happy. He makes to take care of you. He makes to ensure that those around you are okay, that those around you are fine. So just appreciate him a little. Give him compliments. When he does something good, compliment him. Tell him, wow, this thing you did, thank you so much for getting me this gift. Don't be that woman that is so unappreciative. And this leads me to the next trait that men see in you, dear sister, as a turn off, and that is selfishness. When it is always about you, it is always about yourself, it is always about what you want. You never stop for a moment to just look back at the so many things this guy have done for you and just tell him a thank you. But it's always about what you want. When you do not get what you want, it becomes a problem. When he doesn't take you to where you want to go to, it becomes a problem. All of this is just a turn off to men. A man wants to equally feel appreciated, to feel like you care about him, and it's not only about what you want. So I think you should sit down and just evaluate your behavior, the way your relationship with your man is, and just try to figure out if you're actually doing some of these things. They might just be the reason why most men do not consider you as marriage material, as woman enough to move your relationship to the very next level. And the next, and this one happens to be so huge, it's a total turn off for most men. That is lack of respect, disrespectful behavior. Well, we all already know. If you do not know, then just note today that men read respect as love. When you do not respect them, when you constantly disrespect them, they perceive that as you not loving them, as you not caring for them, as you not having their interest at heart. When he tells you not to do this and you constantly do that thing, even when you do not have a very good reason why you are doing it or why you did that thing, that is disrespectful to him. He begins to see it like you belittle him and you are not taking him serious. Relationships are all about making compromise and getting to a point where we both can agree. So if this man is constantly insisting that you do not do this thing, try to look into it, why he doesn't want you doing this thing. And well, if you think otherwise, you can always communicate with him, try explaining to him. But disrespect is one thing men are so huge on. They don't take it lightly when it comes to relationships and the woman they intend to spend the rest of their lives with. Treating others badly is another trait in a woman that is a total turn off to men. The way you treat other people says a lot about yourself and even very little about the person you treated badly. The way you treat your workers, your subordinates, your colleagues, the waiters and waitresses at the various places where you go to have your meals or where you go to have fun says a lot about your personality. No man wants to be with a woman that talks down on people, that make people feel like they are trash, they are not important, they are not human beings. Every man wants to be with a woman that is respectful, not only respectful to him, but to those around him, to those she interacts with. So be very careful the way you treat others. Just free yourself, free your heart, and treat every other person as nicely as you would treat yourself. Another trait that men find a total turn off in women is reckless spending. Well, I mean, there is nothing wrong with you spending your own money, especially the one you make by yourself. There is nothing wrong with you spending it anyhow, getting whatever, buying what anytime. Yes, there is nothing wrong with that. But if you are a woman who depends solely on a man for your finances, it is very selfish of you to continuously spend recklessly on this man's budget. Yes, if he is trying his very possible best to provide for you, the least you can do to show appreciation is to be mindful the way you go about spending. I know some of us women are very good at buying things on impulse. You walk down the street, you see something in a shop, and immediately you want to get it. So long as you have the money on you, you just go on and you make payments for this thing. Well, in as much as I am not against you having the very good things in life, I equally want to let you know that no man would settle for a woman who cannot help him build a future together, who cannot help him build a family together. You are out there squandering the money this man is making, yet you actually want him to graduate your relationship, to take the next step on your relationship, to make you a wife. Don't you think that this man equally reasons? He would be like, the rate at which she spends, what happens if we finally get married? With the way she spends, is she not going to spend everything and bring us down on our knees financially? So you just have to watch it. Cut down on your spending. Be more focused on building a future financially together with this man rather than spending, buying recklessly. Men do not want women that would squander their resources. So you really, really have to watch it. It's a total turn off for any serious man that is struggling and looking to making you his wife. It's a turn off. And another very important one is having a history of cheating. This is just so important because I have seen so many women fall into this trap. See, when you cheat on your boyfriend with a man, you leave a memory in that man's head that you are a cheat. That is just it. He becomes afraid even when he is the boyfriend in your life at that time. He begins to feel like, just like you cheated on your ex with him, it is equally the same way you would cheat on him with other men. So it makes it really difficult for him to trust you. Yes, it makes it difficult for him to trust you. And when you have actually dated quite a number of men, it equally makes it very difficult for a man to trust you. And just that notion alone keeps a doubt about you in their mind. Whether or not you believe this, it is the truth. Yes. So if you are in a relationship with another and you are cheating on him with another man, you are indirectly telling that man that, well, even if I become your woman today and another man comes that is more convincing or more appealing to me than you, I would cheat on you too with him. And this alone disqualifies you in the mind of so many men. So no matter what happens, never cheat on your boyfriend with another guy that has emotional intentions towards you. It is always better for you to close one door before you open the next. Yes. So don't be in a relationship with Peter, then you cheat on Peter with Paul, because just the same way you cheated on Peter with Paul, it is the same way you would cheat on John, you would cheat on Paul with Peter. That is how men reason this thing. So keep your acts together. Be done with one relationship before you move to the next. That is just how men see these things. And this leads me to the next point, which is keeping close contact with your ex. Yes, I know a lot of us women believe that, and we always have the phrase that, well, that we are no longer together doesn't mean we have to be enemies. I know a lot of us say this. A lot of us use this as an excuse to keep communication, to keep contact with men we have had relationships with. When your boyfriend notices that you are constantly in communication with your exes, it is a total turn off to him, because he knows that these are people that you have had an emotional connection with. And just given more time and in the right condition, it is very, very possible that you fall back into that very emotional connection with that person. So just that attitude alone creates a lot of doubt in a man's mind about you. And no man will settle for a woman with whom he would constantly have to doubt her every move. He would constantly have to guess what she is doing wherever she is. He doesn't want to compete with your exes, so do not give him any reason to do that. So, if you have a history with your exes of keeping communication constantly, just know that this is probably one of the very reasons why your man is not taking your relationship serious, because he does not see you as a woman he can actually settle down with. So, cut every communication you have with all of those exes. If they were that important, if they loved you that much, then they would not let you go in the very first place. Be truthful to yourself, be sincere to yourself, and the relationship you want to build with the person you are with currently. So, that is it for this video. And thank you for watching right up until the end. And please, 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 please kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload videos such as this, you will be the very first person to watch. And if you have any worries about relationships, any questions you would want to have answered, do not forget to leave your comments for us in the comment section, and we will get to answer all of your questions. We'll make a separate video answering your questions. And before I go, do not forget to take care of yourself. Share this content to others in your social circle. Until you see this face again, take care of you, and I love you.